something even more current, literally fresh off of how many days it's been now? 6 days removed from the writers' strike that has been, ongoing right now in the industry. The biggest story happening. A lot of movies, a lot of films have been paused. A lot of TV show productions have been paused. MTV Movie Awards yesterday, where the live show was paused. They did, I think, pre-recording clips, etc., but they paused it. And for those who don't know, because we haven't talked about it here on the podcast yet, so the Writers Guild of America, which represents 1,105, 11, almost 1,200 screenwriters, they went on a strike Tuesday, May 2nd, until now, currently still ongoing after contract negotiations with studios, streaming services, and networks failed. And there's been a bunch of protests happening, ongoing walkouts, etc., at studios, and even famous celebrities coming out and supporting actors, coming out and supporting and saying, the obvious. Without the writers, we're nothing. Pete Davidson, etc. The names go on. It's going viral all over the internet. You being a writer yourself and also an actor, I think it's perfect timing. And also unfortunate timing that they have to go through this. But perfect time that you're here to get your perspective on the ongoing, writers strike walkout. What's your take?
I think it's great. I think that they need to stand up and get what they want to get out of these money grubbing producers that are, probably being very greedy with the situation here. And let's think about another thing that we don't realize. The industry has changed so much in the last 10 years, even in the last 5 years with, it used to be you write your movie, it goes out into the theaters, and then it's going to be on DVD, and that's pretty much it. Now there's thousands of platforms. There's like a million different ways that your product can be seen.
Yeah.
And I know that like one of the issues that the writers are talking about is like fair compensation for all these different ways of outputting their stories and their movies. So I feel like the technology has outgrown the way that we're currently doing business.
Yeah.
And it's almost like that's what's part of the strike. Like they got to kind of be like, all right, well, guys, we're not getting our money off. We're not getting them residuals off of the DVDs like we used to. We're not getting all the money from the theatrical releases like we used to because less movies are going into theaters because it's all about the platforms now. So, all right, we got to get a little something on the end here for the aggravation. And you're right. I mean, like, let's see what happens when all the writers kind of bow out. You're going to quickly see these producers scratch their heads and want to, studio executives, they're going to want to acquiesce, I think.
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens. The good news is we've had strikes before.
Yeah.
They don't last too long.
Mm-hmm.
Something will happen. Movies won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, I was reading. I think like the last major strike and like how the writer's strike and then like how it affected like certain shows like Breaking Bad, etc. And I really didn't realize at the time. Especially obviously I was younger, but now looking back, I'm like, wow, this definitely has happened. History repeats itself. But I think the timing of this, which I do definitely want to get into after the next topic. With everything happening with AI, etc. We see it going viral all the time now with music in the music industry. We talk about that a lot here because that's like our main, theme of everything that we involve in this company is music, artists, hip hop, and AI, how it's affected that. But especially now when it comes to these writers, I know a lot of them have been saying that. Has that affected you at all? This writer strike currently has it come to Rhode Island yet, or has it been just something that maybe down along the lines might affect maybe future projects of yours if you want to maybe reach out to writers, etc. We know that people are now on strike.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed is there are a couple of projects coming down the line that, I noticed everyone's either trying to get their project done as quickly as they can or push it a little bit just in case. So there's definitely like a little bit of a cloud looming over the business. I think some people are like, oh shit, let's get this done as quickly as we can. And the other people are like, let's wait this out and see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely going to affect people, but I'd like to think that by the end of the summer it'll all be sorted out.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. I hope, man. Pay the writers. Pay the writers.
Mm-hmm.
And when it, were you gonna say? Had a thought?
No, I was just gonna say, pay them their money.
Yeah, pay them the fucking money. And when it comes to now AI, artificial intelligence, everything that's been happening in AI, what is Tom DeNucci's perspective? You being a director from Rhode Island, you've done so many movies now, and you're gonna keep on doing them. How do you see AI affecting the actual movie industry? Do you see it as a benefit to you, or do you see it as something that's going to be detrimental and maybe remove a lot of jobs in the industry?
I mean, I definitely think that AI is a very interesting but very terrifying thing. Meaning, we look at there are already probably some Hollywood executives trying to get an AI bot to write a whole fucking script. They're probably like, "Oh, okay, screenwriters, yeah, go strike. I got my fucking robot writing a fucking Pulitzer Prize winner right now, bitch."
Thanks for watching a clip from our podcast. If you want to watch the full podcast, click right here. If you want to check out one of our reactions, the latest ones, click right here as well. Appreciate you. Subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment, and show us how much you hate us. Cringe. Club Ambition, welcome to the club.